Hi, my name is Tania, and we're going to go through a 45-minute Vinyasa class. We're going to need 2 blocks. If you have a yoga strap, be sure to get one. And our mat. We're going to place the first block horizontally on our mat. And then we're going to place the second block on the second level, right? So this is the lowest level. This is the second level. It's also going to go horizontally, and it's going to go behind the first block. Okay. So we're going to turn our body around so that our back is facing the blocks, and we're going to shimmy our way down so that this first block, our shoulder blades will rest on it, and it will be the lowest part of the block will come up to around the bra strap level, ladies and men, just behind the chest. So lower yourself all the way down onto your first block, and if you're new to this, then you're going to want to kind of like wiggle around and fine tune it because it's not always going to be perfect. The next block up is going to support your head. Now pay attention to your shin so that it's not coming all the way up, but we want to have a slight chin rock here. Release the legs down onto the mat, release the arms, have the palms facing up towards the ceiling. Notice how in this position it opens up the chest, expanding the collarbones and allowing the shoulder heads to roll back. Find your smooth, deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. And allow yourself to bring your awareness inward. Noticing what you notice, whether it's any subtle shifts in your emotions, in your sensations, in your physical body. Really shift your awareness inward and start noticing your breath. Full and complete inhale allows the belly to rise. And then exhale, your belly softly contracts down. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. I'm going to take an inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Keep going. This type of breath is called samavriti. Same breath. Equal length. Inhale, equal length. Exhale. Start to tap into your intention. Is there something you need more support in? Is there something you would like to grow more of? Perhaps it's self-love or self-awareness. whatever that is, trust that it is growing right now. Bring that intention into your mind's eye, your third eye, right in the center of your eyebrow. On your next exhale, release it, let it go. Trusting that it is growing at this moment. Take your final breaths here with the belly rising and falling. Slowly start to breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose if you haven't already done so. Staying anchored with the breath. Slowly start to bend your knees and then roll onto your right side. Come off of your blocks, take them out of the way, place them towards the front of your mat, just so that they're ready. And then lie back down onto your mat. Tabletop your legs so that the shins are parallel with the ceiling. Raise the core, so draw the navel in and up. Bring your hands underneath your head. Exhale, lift the chest up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Keep going. Notice that your elbows are still out wide, keeping the chest nice and open. Maybe finding a small constriction in the back where your shoulder blades are. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Bring your right knee into your chest. Your left leg goes down long. Hold on to your right knee. Maybe rock it right and left. And then open it out to the right side. Place your left hand on top of your left hip. Anchoring it down. Coming back to your smooth breaths if you've lost it. And now bringing your knee back to center. Taking it across your body, using your left hand and stretching your right arm out. Getting a nice soft twist here. Smooth breath in. Smooth breath out. Bring your right knee back to center. Begin to flex your left foot so the heel pushes forward and the toes point up to the ceiling. Hold on to your shin or your knee with both hands. Exhale, lift your chest again. Pause here, but don't pause the breath. Continue breathing. Now lift your heel, hover it off of the mat. Again, bring your hands underneath you, elbows wide, and we're going to take pulses. Keeping that belly firm. And then lowering back down. Release the flex. Stretch the right leg down. Left knee comes in. Take it side to side. Then open it out to your left, placing your right hand on top of your right hip. Anchoring that hip down. Full and complete breaths. Smooth in and out. Left knee comes back to center. Take it across the body. Stretch the left arm out for a soft twist. Bring the knee back to center. Flex through your right foot. Toe go up toes going up, heel going forward. Hold on to your left knee. Brace your core, lift your chest. Pause, breathe. Hover the heel, breathe. Again, open the arms, lay your elbows out and pulse. Lower all the way down, knees come into chest. Rock side to side. Push your low back down at the same time. Lift your legs, bring your hands underneath your knees, brace your core and rock up, forward and back. No need to rush until you come up to a seated position. Swing your legs back and meet me in all fours. So your wrists are underneath your shoulders and your knees are underneath your hips. Spread through your fingers, inhale, chin goes forward, dip your spine just a little. Exhale, round your spine, push your chin into your chest. Inhale, roll your shoulder heads back, keep bracing the core as you exhale, push the navel into the spine. Inhale, coming into cow. Exhale, rounding your spine, cat. Take 2 more of these. Linking your breath with your movement. Breath stops, movement stops. And then meeting in a neutral spine here. Curl your toes underneath you. Shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. You may need to walk your hands forward just a smidge. And turn your fingers out ever so slightly to get an external rotation in the shoulder. Shift your hips all the way back. Allow one knee to bend and the other to bend. Walk your dog here. Continue to shift your hips back. Your fingers are spread. You're pressing down through all 10 fingers and both palms. You're gliding the shoulder heads away from your ears. Your chest is going toward your thigh. Your navel is into your spine and both kneecaps are lifting. Come into stillness into your down dog. Allow the heels to grow ever so heavy. Take 2 breaths here. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Bring your hands onto your hips. Draw your elbows back. Open the chest. Again, feel the slight constriction in the shoulder blade. Press down through your feet. Inhale, rise up with a flat back. Softly bend knees. And walk up to the front end of your mat. Standing with your feet hip width distance. Lifting your thighs once again, they are nice and firm and gliding the buttocks flush down towards the heels. Keep the core engaged and reach your hands beside your hips. Strong Tadasana, mountain pose. Again, feeling that slight constriction, that slight pressing of the shoulder blades into the spine. On an inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hinge forward, Uttanasana. Fingertips to calves, lengthen your spine. Pause here and draw the navel in. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Plant your hands down. Step your right foot back. Draw the navel in and reach your arms up for Anjaneyasana. Keep your shoulders directly stacked on top of your hips. Try not to back bend here. Smooth inhales as you reach up. Exhale, really anchor into the front heel and the back knee. Reach your hands back, interlace with your left thumb on top. Reach your knuckles back again. Open up the chest. Feel that constriction in your shoulder blades. Smooth breaths here. And maybe you lift your chest and you slightly back bend, but keep that navel pushing back. Exhale, release. Plant your hands down. Curl the back toes. Low lunge again. Step back, plank pose. Shoulders are still above wrists. And on your exhale, shift your hips back, downward facing dog. Bend your right knee. Step your foot next to your right thumb. Pause. Low lunge. Traction your thighs. Pretend like there's a beach ball in there between your thighs. And then exhale. Lower your back knee. Flatten out your back toe. Navel into spine. Reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Again, traction the thighs as if there's a beach ball. Keep reaching. Round down through the right heel, the left knee, as you extend up. Reach your hands back. This time your right thumb on top of your left. Knuckles reach back. Core is really engaged here. Expanding, extending through the collarbones as you feel that constriction in the shoulder blade. Release. Plant your hands back down. Curl your toes under. Listen. Step forward. Hands to calves, lengthen up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Reach all the way up. Hold here. Continue to work through the legs, through the core. Still working all of those muscles that we established in Uttanasana. Bring the hands to touch, then down through heart center. Down by your side. Tadasana. Sun salutation 8. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge forward and a soft bend to your knees as you lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Plant your hands. Step your left foot back this time. Now your right foot. Plank. Once again. Pushing up and out of the palms so that we're not hanging in the shoulder blades. Drawing the navel in and up so that we're not dipping into the spine. Reach your heels back and open the chest forward. On your exhale, lower your knees down and flatten out your toes. Pause here. Notice where my hips are at. They're still up. They're not sunken. And they're definitely not back here in all fours. So it's a fine line. We have a spine that's diagonally here on an incline. Shift forward, bend your elbows. As you bend, raise the sides of your body with your arms. Push down through the tops of the feet. Roll the shoulder heads back away from your ears. Lower onto your forehead. Slide your hands back just a little so that your wrists are directly underneath your elbows. Press your elbows into the sides of the body. Inhale, lift the chest up. Broaden out through the collarbones as your shoulder blades press behind you. Use your breath here. Are you anchoring down through the tops of the feet? On your next inhale, lift both hands off of your mat. finding a cobra pose without hands. So we're really using the core, really lifting the chest. Exhale, lower the hands. Curl your toes under. Pause. Press your knees down, engage your core, and lift your torso up without back bend. Shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. 5 smooth breaths here. 1, press down through both palms. 2, slide the shoulder heads away from your ears. 3, broaden out through the collarbones as the shoulder blades press into the spine softly. Draw the navel into the back body. Keep both thighs engaged. And allow your heels to just lower. On your next inhale, look in between your hands. At the end of your exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat. Hands to calves, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Press down through the heels. Exhale, refold. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Bring your hands down through heart center. Tadasana, mountain pose. Sun salutation 8. Reach up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, refold. Plant your hands, step your feet back. All the way back so your legs are straight. So we've already gone through the modified chaturanga, which is when we put our knees down. We can now go into classic chaturanga, but that's only if you'd like to. I'll teach it, and then you get to choose which one you like. Here in plank, shift forward, bend your elbows, hover your shoulders, hover your hips, tops of feet, uncurl the toes, and press your chest up. Open the collarbones for upward facing dog. Or you can go into baby cobra if you like. Curl your toes under, shift your hips up and back, downward facing. So you have the option to either do modified chaturanga, and you have the option to do baby cobra, or you can do classic chaturanga and you can do upward facing dog. It's all up to you and your body. Nice smooth inhales and exhales here. Lift both heels and shift your heels over to your right. Both heels to your right. Get a stretch in the left side body. Heels come back up through center and now over to your left. Get a stretch in the right side body. Take your heels up, back through center, and allow them to release down towards the mat. Inhale, look forward. At the end of your exhale, step, or hop to the front. Inhale, Ardha, belly still engaged. Exhale, refold. On an inhale, root to rise. Reach your arms all the way up. Hands come through heart center. And down by your side, Tadasana. Wonderful. Okay, let's take our legs. Spread through your legs. Take a nice wide stance and look towards the long end of your mat. Parallel your feet. Again, take a nice wide stance. You may have to widen out once you get into the pose. From here, slide your left heel back. And now lift your toes so that they are now facing the back end of the mat. And notice to see if you are at front heel to back arch alignment, which means if you were to draw from your front heel to your back arch, would they connect? Press into your left foot as you bend into your right knee. Find your smooth breath here and find this nice pressing back and bending in both legs. So your back thigh, your left thigh is nice and firm, right? It's straight, it's working, it's engaged, and so is the front thigh. Nice. Position your hands onto your ribs and position your ribs, stack them on top of your hips. Now reach your arms out. And again, you're going to find the broadening of the chest and finding that slight constriction in your shoulder blades. Look forward beyond your front middle finger, your drishti. Find your gaze, soften that gaze. Take your hands to your hips, lengthen your front leg, and then come back to parallel. Slide your right heel back and turn your left toes up and over, this time to the front of your mat. Front heel to back arch alignment. Press into your back leg as you exhale, bending in your left knee. Position your hands onto your ribs. Push or maneuver your ribs directly on top of your hips. Reach your arms up. Broaden out through the chest. As your shoulder blades press into the spine. Back thigh is firm, it's straight, it's working, it's engaged. Warrior 2. This is our Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Bring your hands to your waist, straighten your front leg, feet parallel your feet. Take your hands, continue to keep them on your waist, draw your elbows back. Feeling that still heart-opening sensation, that action that we're creating. And on your exhale, lower yourself all the way down. Draw your hands forward, lengthen your spine, maybe come onto your fingertips. And then exhale, walk your hands back in line with your feet. Bend your elbows, allow your head to just hang. Place the weight into the front sides of the feet. And if you have your blocks nearby, if you need them, you can place your hands on top of your blocks if you can't reach the mat as you bend over. This is called Prasarita Padottanasana A. One more time. Walk your hands forward, lengthen your spine. And bring your hands back. This time, interlace them behind you. Lift your knuckles off your hips. Roll your shoulder heads back. Prasarita Padottanasana C. Again, still placing more weight into the front end of the feet. The ball mound of the feet. Releasing your hands down and changing the crossing of the interlace, opposite thumb on top. Now lift your interlace, your knuckles off of your hips. If you've lost the engagement in the thighs, again, pretend like there's a ball in between the thighs. How is your breath? Release your hands down, place your hands to your sides, press down through your feet on an inhale, reach your spine long all the way up. Bring your hands out to the sides and hop your feet back in. Look towards the front end of your mat, and we're going to take one more pose before we start to wind ourselves down. So we've been working on the opening of the chest and the constriction, the contraction of the shoulder heads behind us, the shoulder blades behind us. Let's lower down onto our belly. You can either be on your forehead or on your cheek. Bring your hands down so that the palms are on the mat. And then position your feet so that they're a little bit smaller than your hips. Press the feet, the tops of the feet down into the mat, pinky toe side and big toe side. Engage your thighs. Pardon my little scripting. Engage your thighs and again, roll the buttocks flesh down towards the heel. Push the pubic bone down. On an inhale, lift your chest up. Engage your core. Reach your fingertips back. Find that constriction. Find that little pinching into the spine of the shoulder blades. Now, hover your legs off the mat. Keep reaching those fingertips back as if you were to touch your toes. Find your breath. This is called Shalabhasana Locust pose. Keep reaching and keep breathing as you do so. Bring your hands, interlace them behind you. Reach the knuckles back towards your feet. How is your breath? And then exhale, lower back down onto your mat. You can go to the opposite cheek if you were on another, or you can go back to your forehead. We're going to do this one more time. This time, bend your elbows. Press down through the feet, engage your thighs, lift your chest, lift your arms. Feel again that expansion in the collarbones and that slight constriction in the shoulder blade. And again, reach your fingertips back, interlace the upward way, knuckles reach all the way back. 3. And exhale, lower all the way down. Full and complete inhale. Full and complete exhale. Bend both knees and windshield wipe them side to side. Now place your hands underneath your shoulders. Lower your knees down. Pull your toes under. Make sure the belly is engaged as you press yourself all the way up to sit. Sit up nice and tall. Stretch your legs out in a slight little V. This is called Upavishta. Reach your arms up. Navel into spine and exhale, forward fold. Come onto your fingertips. Be here, or you have the option to come down onto your forearm, or you have the option to use your handy dandy blocks. You want to keep your feet flexed here so that we have traction in the heels so that we're not locking out the knee. If we allow the heel to lift, then the knee jams down. Or you can slightly micro bend so that you can really make sure you're not hyperextending. You can micro bend your knees. Call your hands back towards your hips. Reach your arms up. We're going to go to our left. Reach forward. and hinge over your left leg. Again, you can use your blocks to this side. Hands come down, lengthen, lengthen, reach up, evolve over to your right, maybe with or without blocks, and recline over, reach forward. If your left hip is lifting off of the mat, anchor it down. Back to center, lengthen your spine, and then bring your legs together. Slowly lower your body down onto your mat. Keep your feet onto the mat, soles of the feet on the mat. Lift your right ankle and cross it over your left thigh. Flex through your right foot. Again, find that both hips are pushing down into the mat. They're anchored. You can stay here if you already feel a stretch. Draw your right knee away from your chest. You have the option to lift your left foot. And you have the option to interlace behind the left leg. Slowly lower your left foot. Right foot comes down, left ankle crosses right thigh. Draw that left knee away from you. Flex your left foot. Anchor both hips down into the mat. Stay here or lift your right foot or interlace underneath your right thigh. Smooth breaths in and out. Place your right foot down. Left foot comes down. We're going to actually take both soles of the feet up towards the ceiling, coming into happy baby. Grab onto the outside edges of your mat. Push your knees down towards the outsides of the side body. You can rock here from side to side. Being playful in your happy baby. If you don't reach the feet, you can always place your hands on the backs of the thighs. Notice how your spine is nice and long. Rocking back and forth, maybe extending one leg and the other, or extending them both. You can continue to stay in this happy baby, or you can come into a pose that you think you might have missed in your body. So that's your option. You can just give your hips a massage, rocking side to side. Bring your knees to center. Hug your knees in. Lift your head off your mat. Squeeze into a tiny little ball. And exhale. Release your body down for your Shavasana. Softening the center in between your eyebrows. releasing the creases of the mouth, the jaws, and the tongue. Letting go of the neck muscles. And shimmying yourself onto your shoulder blades, opening again the collarbone, releasing the shoulder heads down. Letting the belly relax and the hips release. Inner thighs soften. Feet splay out. Shavasana. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Bend your left knee, roll onto your right side, coming into fetal position. Use your bottom arm as a pillow. Press your left hand down. Slowly, using your right elbow, come up to seated, allowing the head to come up west. Keep your eyes closed or have a soft gaze to the front. Stay in a meditative state. Bring your hands to heart center in gratitude. Inhale, lift the heart, and exhale, bow into the heart. Thumbs pressing into the chest reminds us that we all come from pure love. Thumbs rise up to meet our lips, reminding us to speak words of love. And the knuckles of the thumbs press in between the eyebrows, our third eye, to remind us that we're all connected through the same pure love. As we finish out our practice here and finish out our heart opener, I'm so grateful for you for joining the class. Namaste.